For joining me in this live stream. I really do appreciate it. All right, some more drama coming out today surrounding Social Security. And yes, we're having some issues yet again. Now, as you probably noticed with the title of this live stream, Breaking Social Security Just Crashed. Well, let me bring you up to speed as far as what's going on here because this is impacting a bunch of people, beneficiaries and new beneficiaries, basically anybody trying to access Social Security at the moment. So let me tell you exactly what happened today. Okay, now the number of people that this is impacting is not really known at this point. I mean, it could be impacting a large number of people. It could be select users. We don't really know yet. I did not see any data as I was digging through the details on this as far as how many beneficiaries are being impacted, but it does sound like it's a pretty significant number of people. So let me just say this really quickly before I get into that. Do you remember last week? It was actually the beginning of last week. We had a very similar situation. It was about Monday, maybe Tuesday of last week. So literally like 1 week ago, we had a very similar situation as well. People were having issues logging into their My Social Security account. They couldn't either get in or they were getting, when they did log in, some SSI beneficiaries, maybe not everybody, but there were a number of SSI beneficiaries, they were getting messages saying not receiving benefits. That was a massive concern, right? That was a huge, huge concern for a lot of people. In fact, I hosted a live stream last Monday, and I had some people in the chat box saying, I got this message. What does this mean? And I was like, I don't know. That sounds really scary, but let's give it a day and see what happens here if benefits do arrive. And then ultimately benefits did arrive. So that was last week. Now this week here, we have another issue, a little bit different. And this is causing, a crash within the Social Security system here. Now, apparently today, Doge, okay, this is just what I'm reading on this based on the sources that I'm seeing. Apparently Doge tried to implement an anti-fraud update, so anti-fraud update within the Social Security system, and apparently crashed it. So they're reporting that a bunch of beneficiaries are not able to access their accounts right now. And if somebody is able to get in, which again, it's kind of up in the air right now as far as how many people are actually impacted by this. But for the beneficiaries that are able to get in, and actually log in somewhere or other that they're not, there's a message that's popping up basically saying that the services that have been requested are not available right now. So that's kind of the situation. So apparently they continue to update these systems here, or try to anyway, and then they continue to get met with issues like this. So we had an issue last week when they were doing something there as well. We have this issue now, and this is what we're working with, okay? So, interesting situation that's all playing out right now. Apparently, as I was reading through the details on this a little bit further, and again, there's just a bunch of information out there. There's some speculation as far as, what did or what did not happen here, but apparently the Doge team did not do any, back testing to make sure that that they'd be able to handle the workload. In other words, the amount of traffic that people go into Social Security. Apparently, a lot of people go to the Social Security website and try to log into their account every single day. I don't have that statistic. I'm not sure what that number is, but apparently it must be a pretty large number of users that are going to log into their My Social Security account daily. Okay, so anyway, there you go. This is what it comes down to, and this is just right now today. Now, has it been resolved? Haven't really seen a whole lot of information, whether it's fully resolved, whether it's fully restored, if this is impacting everybody that tries to get in, if it's just impacting, a certain percentage of beneficiaries, if it's just one set of beneficiaries, which, by the way, remember this much as well. Last week, when we had a very similar issue, that seemed to be just impacting SSI beneficiaries. So maybe other beneficiaries, again, last week, who were, just to say, a retirement beneficiary, was maybe not being impacted last week, but it was impacting mostly, from what it looked like, SSI beneficiaries. And now this week, I did not see any specifics, like it's just focused on one type of beneficiary. I did not see anything like that, but rather it looks like it's just anybody trying to access their My Social Security account. So interesting, right? Yeah. So this is what we know as of right now. Obviously, I will continue to watch this very closely and keep you updated on this, but the situation as well is if people are trying to go there to maybe file for their new benefit or, whatever, they could be going there for their Medicare needs. They could be going there to file for their retirement benefit, whatever that happens to be the situation, and they can't access it. That's kind of a problem, right? So, wow. Anyway, I will keep you posted on this as we get more information on this, but let me know down below in the chat right now if you're joining me live. Let me know, did you try to log into your account today, and did you see any of these error messages popping up saying you're not able to access your account, the services you requested are not available at the moment? Did you have any issues once you got into your account? Did you see anything weird there? Like, did it all make sense, or did you see something weird popping up? So, I'd love to hear from you if you had this experience today. But yeah, so this is going to be really interesting to see what happens here going forward. To see, will we continue to see these disruptions? Now, here's the interesting part as well. With all of these changes, and again, this is from apparently an anti-fraud update that Doge was trying to implement today in the Social Security system. Here's what's interesting about it, though. With all of these changes and everything that they've been doing recently, none of this, to our knowledge, again, I'm just saying none of this to our knowledge, has impacted the distribution of benefits to anybody yet, right? Could it? Possibly, right? Possibly, but with all of the different changes we've seen, not a single delay to benefits has been reported because of different things that they're doing. So I guess when you look at it that way, that's good, right? I guess if we're going to take one of the two, would we rather have delayed benefit checks, or would we rather have limited access to our My Social Security account for a little while? I mean, not sure about you, but I'll take the limited access to the My Social Security account for now because, mostly it's not all that urgent logging into that for the most part. Okay, so I'm going to jump into the chat now. I'll let you know, again, I'll answer whatever questions you have. Let me know if you're joining live right now. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Interesting stuff going on right now, right? Yeah, very interesting. So anyway, I'll jump into the chat. Again, leave your comments, your questions, whatever it happens to be. I will answer those for you. I'll do my best to answer as many as I possibly can. And yeah, we'll hang out for a while. Okay, it's going to take me a minute to pull this up. This is always the slowest part. I apologize. It's slow. It takes a minute to load. All right, loading this. Again, still kind of slow here. I apologize. All right, here we go, pulling it up. And again, if you have questions on anything right now, feel free to stick it down below. If you'd like, you don't have to, but if you want. Okay, here we go. Is it Princess Renee? Princess Renee, hello. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining us. Really appreciate it. Yeah, Tammy Keller, I see you there as well. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Good afternoon. Thanks for being here. Nice. Sean, thank you for confirming. I kind of want to log into mine right now, but probably shouldn't do that at the exact moment, but I certainly will. Kind of curious if I can get in. So yeah, at this moment, exact moment. But yeah, Sean, thank you for the confirmation there. Sean said just got into his, totally fine. That's good, right? And again, based on what I'm seeing on here and based on the reporting on this, it's not impacting all beneficiaries, just like last week, which was so weird. Some beneficiaries got in, some beneficiaries didn't. Some beneficiaries got in and had this message saying not receiving benefits, right? That was kind of scary for a lot of people. So yeah, Cheermaster 500. I see you there. Yeah, exactly, right? Nuts. What's going on? But thanks for reaching out. Nice to see you. Sly Cats Clips. I like the name. That's funny. Thanks for reaching out. Nice to see you as well. Hope you're doing well. Oh, wait. Hey, James Lara, I see you there as well. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Hang on a second. All right, hang on a second. All right, hang on. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to take care of something. Messy, is that what it is? Messy. Hey, sorry if I'm saying if I'm saying your name incorrectly, I apologize about that. But hey, I see your message there. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Art Ortiz. Hey, Art Ortiz, I see you there. Thanks for being here. Thank you. Yeah, Tracy is saying people are checking their accounts just to see if money's going to be there. That's not what we're talking about here. Yeah, Tracy, thank you for clarifying that. Yeah, no, that's not what we're talking about here. No, okay? Just want to make that very clear. No. Yeah, Matthew Hill, thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Thanks for joining us. Good afternoon. Yeah, Tammy Keller, I see you there again as well. Thank you. Yeah, Fed Up Patriot, I see you there as well. Thank you. Yeah. Obviously, Corey is not helping me out in the chat box, so thank you. Trying to handle this as we roll here. Thanks for your patience. Yeah, Kit Kat, I see you there as well. Thanks for joining us. Good afternoon. Goldie, is that what it is? Yeah, I see you there. Looks like you're logging in as well and having no problems. That's great. So maybe the issue has gone away. Maybe they've restored everything fully. That's awesome. If that's the case, then that's really good. Nice. Yeah, Brandon also just logged in. All is good, no disruption. That's great. Hopefully they've restored it 100%. But this is again the second outage, the second problem, the second issue that we've seen here in literally 1 week. So last Monday, Tuesday, a couple days early last week, we had that issue again where people are getting the message saying not receiving benefits, and now this week we've got this whole issue with this. So yeah, kind of interesting what's going on, but this is certainly not over anytime soon, right? So we're probably going to see more of these types of things happening going forward. All right, I'm going to go. Exactly, yeah. Sorry, not sure how to pronounce the name here, but you're saying, basically reaching out saying, hey, yeah, they're not doing reviews on everybody. They're reviewing just some applicants. Like, don't worry about it. Yeah, exactly. This is the case. Yeah, Marvin Larrymore, I see you there as well. Thank you. I saw your email, by the way, Marvin. Thanks for joining, or thanks for reaching out. Appreciate it. Yeah, Lord Bison saying the website crashed again. Yeah, so apparently, quick little recap here. If you're just joining right now, how I structure the live streams is usually the first, like, I don't know, 10 minutes ish, give or take a little bit. I give an update and just kind of share everything that's going on, and then I get into the chat box and answer questions. But yes, so last week we had this little crash within the Social Security, my Social Security account on the Social Security website, where people weren't able to access their accounts, and if they were sometimes getting a message that was saying not receiving benefits. So that was last week, and now today, apparently Doge was trying to implement an anti-fraud update, whatever that is, right? I mean, obviously I understand what that is, but I mean, like, how do you do that, right? Anyway, apparently they were trying to implement an anti-fraud update and crashing the whole My Social Security account system again. So based on what I'm reading on this, some people are able to get in, and based on what I'm seeing here in the comment section as well, it looks like a bunch of people are able to get in, well, that are reaching out anyway, which is awesome. I've not seen a single person yet saying they weren't able to get in. So maybe they restored all this and maybe you don't have any issues anymore, which is really nice. But then some people that were able to get in or, start the process of getting in, were getting an error message on their screen that would say the service you are requesting is not available. So yeah, they were getting that message as well. So yeah. Yeah, Kenny Hutchins, I see you there as well. Thanks for joining. Hey, James Lara, I see you there as well. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for being here. George Poor, I see you there. Hello. Thanks for joining us. Nice to see you, George. Nice. I am a lady first. Nice. I see you there. You said that you just locked into your account there and you got in totally fine. That's great. That's awesome. Thank you for that information. That's very good. Edward saying Social Security crashed. Yeah, so I gave a little update just a little minute ago. You probably heard that because I'm going back up in the older comments here. But yeah, just talking about some updates that came in and some information hitting the wire today, talking about this update that came in, and people are unfortunately not able to access their accounts. But it looks like, based on what I'm reading here in the comment section, that everybody's able to get back in, which is really great. That's good. Yes, Matthew Bracy, exactly. Thank you for your patience. Yeah, trying to do my best here, right? Yeah, thank you. Is it Lux? Maybe? Sorry, I'm probably saying your name incorrectly. I apologize about that, but maybe it's Lux, maybe? But hey, I see you there. Thank you for being here. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate you. Yeah, Hazel Green. Hey, Hazel Green. Nice to see you as well. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for being here. Good afternoon. Yeah, Susan Ryan waving her hands all around. Thanks, Susan Ryan. Nice to see you as always. Yeah, George Poor, you're very welcome. Thanks for being here, George Poor. Princess Renee, I see you there as well. You're asking, when are we supposed to get more money? Not right now. Not right now. I'll keep you posted. Is it Ida Shoemaker? Is it? I could be saying that incorrectly. I apologize. But yeah, hey, I see you there as well. Thank you for being here, Ida Shoemaker. Yeah, thank you. Good afternoon. Thank you for being here. Is it Thea Elswick? I think it is Thea Elswick. Yeah, thank you. Again, if I'm saying your name incorrectly, I apologize. But I see you there as well. Good afternoon. Thank you for being here. Yeah, and you're very welcome. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, Judy Milholm, exactly. Judy Milholm, exactly. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate that. Thanks, Judy. Good afternoon. Yeah, Michelle is saying, no, you're not going to lose your money. Exactly. No, you're not going to lose your money here, okay? Nope, you're not going to lose your money. Please do not worry about that whatsoever. You're not going to lose your money, okay? Yep. Missy Caraballo. Yeah, thank you. Awesome. I'm glad I said your name correctly. That's awesome. Thank you. Thanks for the confirmation. Yeah, Missy Caraballo, maybe. Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that. Goldie. Yeah, you're very welcome. Goldie. Thanks for being here. Kathleen is confused. She's saying more BS. Kathleen, I would have to say that you probably didn't listen. You probably just jumped on and maybe left that message, and then you're probably not even here anymore. That's totally cool. But anyway, Kathleen is, yeah, saying this is BS. Receive my check. I'm not talking about people not receiving their check. That has nothing to do with what I'm talking about here. So that has literally nothing to do with that. I never said that once. I'm talking about the Social Security website and people that are logging onto their My Social Security website, their page, and can't get in and getting an error message. That's what this is all about. So I never talked about checks once until, recently. Yeah, Eva Tucker. Nice to see you as well. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Yep. John Drummond. Is that what it is? Hey, John, I hope I'm saying your last name correctly. John Drummond. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, been a while. Thanks for being here, John. Nice to see you as always. Hope you are doing well. Good afternoon. Yeah, Tammy Keller. Thank you. I appreciate that. Very kind message. I appreciate that, Tammy. Thank you. Matthew Bracy, I see you there as well. Thank you, Matthew. Yeah, Diana, LeBlanc. I can't say that last name. Sorry. Diana, I see you there. I handled that. Sorry. It was a little while ago. I took care of that. I hope I did anyway. But yes, I saw that, and I was trying to handle that for you. Okay. Corey's not helping me in the chat box right now. She's not available at the moment. So yes, trying to handle this myself. Matthew Hill. Yeah, you're very welcome, Matthew Hill. Nice to see you as always. Hope you're doing well. Steve Dallin. Dallin, I think I'm saying your last name correctly, Steve. Are we going to lose our benefits? No, absolutely not. No, not going to lose your benefits. That's not worry whatsoever. Okay, so Steve, please do not worry about that. Anybody else that is possibly worried about losing benefits, you're not. Okay, please do not worry about that whatsoever. That is not the case here. Okay, so please just you're good. Laura Shatley, you're saying tomorrow is April 9th. Tomorrow is April 8th, actually. Yeah. Wednesday is the 9th. Yeah. Yep, exactly. Yeah, Wicked Witchy, exactly. Yeah, I know, right? I saw that as well. Trying to handle that as quickly as I could. Yeah, thank you. Ella Padilla. Oh man, some last names today, all right? You're really giving me a run. Anyway, Ella Padilla. Sorry, I think I'm saying that correctly. But anyway, thank you for being here, Ella. Nice to see you. Good afternoon. Thanks for being here. Yeah. Oh no. No. Hang on, I have to handle something again. Yeah. Okay, James Lara, Messi again. I see you there as well. Okay, I think I answered a bunch of questions. Again, if I missed your comment down below, I really apologize. Let's leave it at that for now. We don't need to sit here and drag on and on forever about this. Again, just want to do what I can to answer your questions about this. If you're just jumping on right now, a really quick recap on this. We had another disruption with the Social Security website today. No disruption to benefits whatsoever, okay? I've had a few people reaching out and some people down below in the comment section are saying, oh, you're fear-mongering. I'm sorry, that's certainly not my intention. I never want to be here to scare anybody. In fact, in my videos most of the time and in the live streams, I often say, please, don't worry. Sleep easy tonight. You're good. Your benefits are fine. Totally fine. I say that all the time. I feel like I say that all the time. Maybe I don't. Maybe I need to say that more. I don't know. But my point is, no, your benefits are not being touched whatsoever. Your benefits are totally good. However, today, apparently DOGE was implementing an anti-fraud update into the Social Security system. Whatever that entails, again, I'm totally clueless when it comes to software stuff. I don't know anything about that, but my point is, apparently they were implementing this anti-fraud software, and apparently they dumped the system again. When I mean dump, I mean like literally they whatever they did to it. People weren't able to access their My Social Security account. So with that, people were apparently trying to log in, and again, it's unknown if this is impacting all beneficiaries, if it's just one set of beneficiaries, who this is impacting specifically, but based on what they are saying is that some beneficiaries are being impacted, some are not, but basically the people that are being impacted are trying to log into their My Social Security account and getting an error message that basically says the services you're requiring are not available. So basically saying, hey, can't access your account. Well, apparently, based on what I was reading again, maybe the DOGE team didn't exactly, back test this and figure out how much traffic that new update can handle, and apparently it can't handle the traffic. So Social Security website probably gets a whole lot more traffic than they were anticipating, and it possibly disrupted the system a little bit, okay? But no, this has nothing to do with your benefit checks being disrupted whatsoever, but rather access to the My Social Security account and, on the Social Security website, if you try to log in there, you may have some disruptions, or based on what I'm reading in the comment section from the handful of you here in the community that have been watching this live stream, that have reached out and tried to log in, or I shouldn't say tried, you didn't try, you did, and it seems like it worked totally fine. I saw maybe 5-6 comments or so down below, so not a ton, but all of them that I did see said, just logged in, I'm good, I can get in totally fine. So it appears that maybe they restored everything and all is good again. But what's interesting about this is last week, so literally 1 week ago, early last week, Monday, we also had another issue where who knows what happened there, but some beneficiaries were not able to access their My Social Security account, and then some also SSI beneficiaries were getting a message on their Social Security account saying not receiving benefits, which was very scary to a lot of people, especially an SSI beneficiary. That's primarily the only income an SSI beneficiary has, right? As an SSI beneficiary, you're very limited on how much money you can have, how much money income you can have, all the details like that. So most SSI beneficiaries strictly rely on their monthly benefit. So any type of message like that that says not receiving benefits can be very scary for a lot of people. Well, that was the case that we saw last week. So here we are 2 weeks in a row, and we have some disruptions. So I'm just saying, it's not over yet. We're going to see more of this going forward. What is it going to look like? I don't know. Again, I don't know what it's going to look like. All we know is that we're going to continue to see things like this, and we will get a whole lot more updates and all kinds of information coming out from Social Security. Either way, I'll keep you posted. So let's leave it at that for now. Just want to give you a quick little recap. I hope this helps you. Again, please have a nice afternoon, night, evening, wherever you're located. But anyway, thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Again, I already went through the comment section. Let's just leave it at that. If I missed your comment, your question, things like that, I apologize. I certainly try to do my best to get through as many as I possibly can. And just feel free to leave a comment on this video here when I end this live stream. You can just leave a comment on the video just, after it uploads. Feel free to leave it there, and I'll do my best to answer those. Otherwise, make dedicated videos as I see fit. So anyway, hope you have a nice day. Again, thank you so much for joining. Really appreciate it. Stay tuned. A lot of things going on right now. Another busy week upon us. All right. Please just enjoy, and I'll catch you again later, and I hope this helps you. All right. Thank you, and I'll see you again soon. I guess I was not even looking anywhere near the camera last time. Sorry about that. I just realized when I stopped it, I was looking down and to the right. Yeah. Anyway, sorry. The luxuries of being blind. Okay. I'll see you later.